Hi, how you going? Been a while since you might have seen my face. The weather's been pretty weird lately, and I've had some serious issues with the engine, and it's with the head in particular. And the videos you're about to see will show you my car being pulled apart. I was in the middle of doing the quarter panel, grinding away in that, and I put some water in the radiator. Finally got to the stage where I put the radiator in, and without running it, put the radiator in, and then noticed that there was water coming out of the intake at the carbies, and also leaking down to the down the exhaust. So I didn't kick the engine over at all. So the movies you'll see is where I discovered this problem, and then the actions that I've had to take. The upshot is that I've had to put in a new head. It's an alloy head. Being Australian conditions, we run a bit hotter here in our environment, and so it was recommended that I should use an alloy head. The one I've got was made in Australia, which is great, and cost a bomb, but you know, never mind. I think it was in Australian dollars about 4,400, which is pretty good compared to what I've seen with the boys in England, their prices and so on. I want you to see the movies of the issues and the replacement and so on, and so have a look at that, and I'll get back to you at the end of that. Okay, so let me take you off to show you what I've got here, and you can see water number 2, water number 3, and number 4 is dry, and yeah, water number 1. So it's not the gasket, can't be. And look, it's supposed to be a rust in here, but look what it's doing there to my edge. That's why I've got to get the head off fairly quickly and give that a clean before I end up in all sorts of trouble. Okay, so let's just give that a good dry out and a good clean. And then I'll take it over and show you the head as well. Alright, let's stop there for a moment. Okay, so here's the head. Cylinder number 1, that had water in it, 2 had water, and 3 had a little bit of water, 4 was clear. Okay, and you can see there's been a lot of welding here for various cracks, but number 4 seems to be okay. This one here, if you can see those little spots down there. Okay, so where am I? Here. Okay, see those little spots in there, just on that intake valve. It's that's sort of, I think, indicating where it's been leaking as well. So the point is that there's water sitting in the intake chamber, and it's leaking down into the valves, and there's a lot of water in the intake and exhaust chambers. And just at the moment I'm thinking that this head is completely shot. Even though I've done a lot of welding, you might see there, see the bright, that's pure nickel. That's my nickel weld, and then the grinding to try and give that a smooth edge again. This one here, you can see that's all nickel welding in there. This one, all nickel. Okay, and the cracks were actually going from exhaust valve to intake valve. Okay, so the small one's the intake, the large one's the exhaust, and so on. So I'll ring the Healey factory on Monday and see what they've got to say. A new head or a reconditioned head in Aussie dollars is going to cost, around $4.5 grand. Or an alloy head, about 6. So I just don't know. I just don't think that no matter what I do to this, it's going to, or have done to it, by even the experts, that it's going to save me. But I guess the only way to find out is wait for, it's Saturday today, wait for Monday, and ring some people. I might even go and see, we've got a guy locally who's got what's called a head shed, and he specialises in all this stuff. See what he's got to say as well, perhaps. Okay, I'll leave it at that for the moment. I don't know if I showed you the cleaned up, with a 1000 grit bit of emery. I've cleaned up the insides of those cylinders. Okay, so that's all nice. Bit of WD-40 just to help protect that while I get myself sorted out. Alright, so all good so far, I guess. Alright.